In this episode of Essentials, I am taking over. And today, we're doing everything champorado. A Filipino classic you can eat for breakfast and merienda, can be served cold or warm. It's so easy, but every bite feels like a hug. Actually, we're making just 3. The classic chocolate, the innovative ube and strawberry. But after this episode, you will know how to transform anything into a good bowl of champorado, starting with these 4 elements. First, the rice. If you don't have glutinous rice, you're not making champorado. Malagkit, as we know it, is a short grain rice that has a sticky, chewy texture when cooked versus regular rice. It's responsible for the thick consistency of champorado. You don't usually have to wash this, but kung merong insekto tsaka mga bato-bato, come on, bro. They'll also release the starch better and thicken whatever liquid we put in. And bonus, they will cook much faster. Combine the rice in room temperature water in a pot and bring this to a boil. Hindi muna natin ilalagay yung other ingredients para focus lang yung rice sa pag-gelatinize. The amount of water varies. I like my champorado on the lighter side para mas marami ako makakain sa isang bowl. But if you want a thicker, much heavier champorado, you can lessen the amount of water. You can also use coconut milk instead of water. A good practice is starting with less water, lalo kung hindi mo sure kung gaano kalakas mag-absorb ng liquid yung rice mo. You can always add more hot water in the end until you get your final desired consistency. Just make sure to mix this occasionally para hindi mag-settle yung rice sa ilalim at masunog. Season this with salt, and that is your base. Now we add the flavors and the sweeteners. For the classic champorado, we're using tablea. 5 to 7 pieces of this would be enough for the flavor, but I find that it gives a pale chocolate color. So we're gonna add some cocoa powder for the deep, dark contrast with that shiny, starchy rice. And remember, you can always add hot water if you feel like it's getting dry or getting super thick, like me. For the sweetener, I'm using brown sugar, but feel free to use plain white sugar, condensed milk, and this is totally up to your taste. Tinatansya ko lang siya. Actually, I think that's what makes a lot of hearty dish hearty, homey dish homey, is super customized sa panglasa ng lola mo, ng parents mo, kung sino mang nagluluto para sa'yo. Good practice din yung inuunti-unti mo yung lagay ng sweetener because once malagay mo na siya dyan, di mo na siya pwedeng tanggalin. You cannot go back. You add sugar or sweetener in the champorado para mag-neutralize yung bitterness nung cocoa at nung tablea. So I'm not gonna add any cream or dairy in here. I like the dark color of just a classic champorado using tablea, cocoa powder, and water. Adding my final installment of sugar. And that's done! Naniniwala ba kayo? Ganun lang siya kadali? Why don't we eat champorado every day? I know it doesn't look good, guys, but trust the process. Trust the process na hindi siya magmumukhang baon mo ng elementary na hotdog na may kanin. If you want your champorado all natural, you can skip this next step. You can add white sugar if you want to adjust the sweetness, more condensed milk, or evaporated milk for that creaminess that you want in a champorado. But if you see the strawberry champorado in restaurants have that baby pink color, it probably got some help from artificial flavoring or food color. Again, totally optional, but just a drop of red food color. Boink, boink. Strawberry flavor is super there, but I want more sweetness to this. Our final flavor is ube. And speaking of ube, is it being stolen from the Philippines? Watch our documentary here and join the discussion. We're not gonna call this ube champorado without real ube. We got high-quality ube halaya, which is gonna be a source of that distinct ube flavor and slight sweetness, and of course, the color. For the sweetness, we're gonna use condensed milk, and apparently, meron na tayong available sa market na ube-flavored condensed milk, which is also gonna add some color. But if you don't have this, you can always use condensed milk na plain and ube extract. And don't worry, you can use a little bit para sa mga purists dyan na ayaw ng food coloring. But just being realistic here, if you see trendy, very vibrant ube-flavored champorado, high chances are they use some kind of flavoring or color just to make it look really pretty. And again, you eat with your eyes first, so everything is okay lang naman, but in moderation. And we're gonna use it now. Oh, ganda, man! Super gorgeous purple color. Let's taste. Ang sarap niya na kaagad. Sweetness is already there, but I feel like this would benefit from a little more salt. So, ganyan lang, timpla-timpla lang, hanggat makuha mo yung gusto mong lasa. What we're trying to do here is trying to balance that saltiness and sweetness para hindi nakakaumay yung champorado. This looks and smells and feels very nostalgic. It's something that you would crave pag malakas yung ulan and you want the comfort of your home, eating something heartwarming, hearty, made by your parent or lola. Bawat subo mo, parang niyayakap. At syempre, dried fish. It may sound weird that Filipinos eat their fish with chocolate, but once you get a taste of it, it makes sense. You will get yung charm niya. It's a combination of sweet, salty, creamy. They just harmonize together so good. Next is the strawberry champorado. Out of the three, ito yung pinaka-aesthetic. And as you saw in this video, it's very easy to do. Very different flavor profile. With strawberry champorado, it has that tanginess that you can't find in the classic champorado because of the strawberries. And super laki yung difference nila sa creaminess. Because in strawberry champorado, you would want to incorporate dairy or anything white that would highlight the red strawberries and make it this baby pink color. No wonder talaga na nag-viral to. And I think if you haven't tried this, it's worth it. You should try it once in your life. And last is a very familiar Filipino flavor in this familiar Filipino dish, ube. Just by looking at it, sobrang appetizing and ganda niya talaga with that distinct purple hue. And a lot of people prefer powdered milk versus evaporated milk. Actually, ako depende sa mood. Right off the bat, I think this is my favorite out of the three. Dahil ba sa powdered milk? Dahil ba sa ube? I think it's a combination of everything. Ang sarap niya, guys. So today, we made 3 different champorados, but as I've said, they're very versatile. You can try other flavors like mango, Milo, matcha, puro M, mocha with coffee, and ano pa ba? Pandan. So again, remember when you're making champorado, you start with the base, then you add your flavors, your sweeteners, and then your garnish of choice. Yun lang. Once you get that, if you want to try other flavors, you can experiment, but as long as you get that foundation, you're good to go. Chef Martin would normally leave you with some words of wisdom, pero I'm not really good with that. So, cooking advice na lang muna. If there's something I want to impart with others is that cooking should be fun. So like cooking champorado, tansya meter lang tayo today. I could have given you like a strict recipe, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of this. But even today, when people tried the different champorados here, iba-iba yung nabet nila, iba-iba yung gusto nila. Ang point ko is, cooking should be fun. Cooking should customize to what you like. That's why I enjoy cooking actually. It's because it gives me that freedom or creativity or that control in the food that I eat. So if you want us to do anything in the kitchen, just leave them in the comments and we'll see you guys next time. Enjoy your hearty bowl of champorado.